Message from a 29-year-old says, "Dear Jessica, I've been in a relationship with a lady who I met about 2 years ago. My intention at the start of the relationship was to eventually marry her. We therefore spoke about marriage most of the time. However, I didn't do anything concrete about marrying her till date. This is because any time I think about marrying her, I consider two things. She's 6 years older than me, and she comes from Niger. Physically, she doesn't look her age. However, I think about the possibility of the age difference becoming very apparent a few years from now, and that sometimes makes me uncertain about going ahead. Aside this, I really feel comfortable around her. We both agreed that we get along very well with each other. From the very onset, I felt like she was the one, and she loves me too. For about a year now, anytime the issue of marriage comes up in our conversations, we usually quarrel. This is simply because I've not been clear with her about whether I want to marry her or not. She's holding on to me because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I don't want to lose her either. Time is, however, not on her side. I'm quite indecisive right now. What advice can you offer me?" Rosina, I'm coming to you with this one.
The man is very annoying. You see, I keep saying that, you see, you are better off letting a lady know what some of your concerns are, because if you can't date an older woman, it should be a concern from the start, because that is a fact that will not change. So if you had a problem with it, why keep it on for 2 years? Even if you started after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you realize that was a huge deal breaker, walk out. Why waste somebody's time for 2 years and then you're not talking about it as if she can do anything about the 6-year gap? She can't do anything about it. Number two, you claim that she doesn't look it. Now, genetics is a very funny thing. There are people, even several times I've asked people to guess my age, and I'm sure because they think I have children who are babies, they think I'm like 24, 25, some even give me 28. And when I tell them that when I'm filling forms, on mobile phones, and then the year comes up, I need to scroll down before I find my year. They get surprised. I don't just do this and find my year. I have to scroll down before I find my year. They get surprised. So there are people that genetics is fed to them. You'll be surprised that she would forever, even probably always look younger than you. And if you say she's from Niger, I've seen a few Nigerians who are very petite, who look so beautiful, and they hardly ever change. In the same vein, you can meet somebody who is 20 years old and looks like someone who is 45, aged, and has so many ailments. So sometimes you don't control life as it is. My only problem is that if it's a deal breaker for you, don't stay in there. But you don't have a right to waste somebody else's time if that indeed is a deal breaker for you. Because you claim that you started talking about marriage from the onset. There wasn't even a situation where you were just hanging out, just seeing how far. You started talking about marriage from the onset. So the lady's mind is sort of grounded because she feels like, okay, all things being equal, this is heading to somewhere. And then she can do anything. I mean, she can even fly, do anything she wants to do. But at the end, she's 6 years older than you and she doesn't cut it. And you are still in it. And you are still indecisive about it. I think you are just being unfair to the lady.
Yeah.
If you think that you don't want to be there because she's 6 years older than you, and like you said, time is not on her side, and you've still wasted 2 years of the time that is not on her side. Whatever you mean by that statement. But all I'm saying that if you feel that time is not on her side, you still wasted even 2 years of that time that's not on her side. So please, if this is not for you, this is your deal breaker, break your heart now. Don't keep it another 1 year, then you send us a mail after 3 years, at another 1 year that it's been 3 years and the age gap hasn't changed. Duh, it ain't gonna change. It's not gonna change. So please, these things upset me because it's quite depressing. Because as for the age, dear, and you can't control how long you're gonna live or when you're gonna die or how old you're gonna look. I mean, if she has a good lifestyle, she eats well, she takes good care of her body, who knows? She might never even look the part. So it's not a big deal. But if it's a big deal for you, don't keep it. Don't waste your time.
Right.
More. That's what I have to say.
Okay. Gail, what do you think? Age gap, 6 years.
It's funny because when I was younger, I used to also You know, when we're growing up, they had this social conditioning, you know, like you have to be a certain, when you're in a relationship, the man has to be older than the lady and all of that. So I remember I used to see this guy, right? Not see him, but he was my friend. We got along so well that all we needed was just to make things official. But I was older than him by 2 years, and that was just a big deal for me because at that time, I thought that's how I was supposed to go. I mean, we were getting along so well in every other aspect. And so I didn't go out with this guy just because I was older than him by 2 years. Today, I'm dating guys who I'm older than 10 years, 11 years.
Wow.
Yes, because I realized that it's not about the age.
Go you.
It's not about the age, but it's about the maturity. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure if he gets to know now, he'll be upset. So you think, so for 2 years, you didn't
left me.
Now, 10, 11. And I didn't even plan to do that. It's just like, because I don't look my age. So I usually get younger guys who accost me, come after me, and then they realize that I'm older. But I'm young at heart, you know, so I'm very, you know, I have all it takes, you know, so usually the age doesn't really matter at all. But when guys also have a problem, I don't blame them to a certain point because I was also thinking the same way.
Right.
But you also have to be able to be open-minded enough to know that, yes, someone said a man has to be older, but you should realize that it's not really important if you get along with somebody, whether the person is older or not. Because the guy, at the end of the day, he's not going to get old.
Right.
You're the guy, you get old at the end of the day. And some of the guys that I date, they look like older than me all the time because I take care of myself. Like, you know, Rosina said. So I think, and like she also said, well, if he feels he cannot, you know, move past that like I did before, then he should tell her now.
Right.
If not, he should be able to be open-minded enough to realize that, yes, I get along with her. You've been with her for 2 years. So obviously you guys, you know, have something good going. So if he's able to rather focus on what she's bringing to the table, I think that should help him more, you know, and see, and look beyond the age thing. But if he cannot do that, tell her now.
Don't waste your time.
Because like Rosina said, she can never do anything about age.
Sure.
Yeah.
Olivia, you have the final word.
Charlie, I'm going back to the guy's submission in my head, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy, like Rosie said, he's very annoying. Though. I hope he's watching. Charlie, look at all these fine sisters on the show. Look at me. Do you know how old I am?
I know, right?
If I told you have a 10-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son, would you believe me? I look like some girl who just finished uni, for crying out loud. You should see me with my swag on. Charlie, sweetheart, listen, you know what? Make up your mind. Stop dilly-dallying with this girl's heart. And you know, French people, if you say she's from Niger, French people are very passionate people. I don't blame the girl. That's why the girl is upset with you, because she's like, Charlie, my guy, make up your mind already. If you think she looks amazing, if you think that she ticks all your boxes, like I always say, you can find a girl who is your age mate or even younger, and like Rosie said, she looks older and she will not even make you happy. She will object it to life, like she wouldn't take your boxes, she wouldn't make you happy. This girl makes you happy. And if she takes care of herself, what else is your problem? If you love her, or is it you have a problem with going to tell your mother? Your mother will say that, oh, why have you brought a girl who is older? So if you know that you have a problem, have those conversations, sort out what you have to sort out, and stop wasting this girl's time. Okay? You have wasted her time 2 years, and you know that her age is not. My sisters have said this. Right now, I bore. Because you are wasting the girl's time. Let her know so that she can cut her losses. So that she's waiting 2 years. Do you know how you can even give birth to a child for the child to be 1 year? You're wasting her time. Let her know what's up. Because not only this, now that when you finally actually make up your mind, you know, you have to think about what you want, and her as well. Because now, if she's older, it means that the older she gets, the more complicated things will be with regards to bearing, a lot of things. Like, consider the whole picture matter. Be a man, wear the pants in the relationship, have some, excuse my French, okay? Have them and decide what you want and call it a day. My sisters have all said it. Be a man, make up your mind, stop wasting this girl's time. If you decide to today, let everybody else to know. That's now I'm even beginning to wonder who else knows that you're even in a relationship with this girl, and are you so shy about her age that she Does she look? You not said that she doesn't even look old. So which one is your own?
He said he's worried about time to come, like as in further down the line when she starts looking old, because obviously she's older.
How does he know? Does he have control when she starts looking old? Thank you, but that's the thing. That's the thing about relationships.
Do I look old?
Thank
you look 24.
The president of the Cougar Fan
Everybody will get old eventually.
The woman
or the Cougar Club, whatever it is.
I also think that the woman enjoying her relationship, right, with you, if she has peace of mind, you don't stress her, you don't and you invest in the relationship as much. You see, women, we don't need much to be happy.
Yeah.
You give us the time, you give us the attention, you give us the love, you give us the care. Okay? She'll be in the kitchen, she'll be cooking for you, and you give her plenty sex if she likes the sex. And she'll be happy. Once she's happy, it's not to make her look old.
Libby, let's end it here.
And enjoy. You can't decide whether she's old or
Points well made. Thank you so much. I'm not going to add my voice. I think the sisters have said it all. But seriously, stop wasting your time. Take a bold decision, stick by it, and make the girl happy. You guys obviously love each other. Thank you so much for watching Sister Sister on your favorite City TV. Now, don't forget, if you want some more exciting content, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. We call it the City Tube. And don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications for fresh updates.
Sister Sister, every Friday at 9 p.m. only on City TV.